morning, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash.
Hello.
So glad to have you here.
Hello.
Man, we're having fun here all morning long and all day long. We love having you here. You like shrimp? You eat the shrimp?
Sometimes.
I love me some shrimp. You like shrimp?
No, I can't eat shellfish. I die.
Do you
I
get
remember
anaphylactic
that.
shock from shellfish?
I had to go straight to the hospital.
Oh, do you carry a pen with you just in
EpiPen?
case?
No, I don't. I stay away from shellfish.
Just stay away from shrimp.
Yep.
How do you know, though, if something hasn't been fried in a pan?
Oh,
that has
so
shrimp?
I am very careful. I always ask.
Yeah.
Even if we go to a seafood restaurant for the kids, I always ask. So most of the times, if we go, I drink water.
Oh,
that's smart.
Okay.
You should drink water all the time. It's really good.
That's
for you.
true.
I've learned that from my wife.
true.
What about you, Maddie?
I'm
You
a
okay?
big shrimp fan.
Yeah, I love me some shrimp. I can eat shrimp any day of the week,
Shrimp.
man. Love me some
Okay.
shrimp. Grew up along the Gulf Coast. I lived in Mississippi for several years, and now you might be getting cheated out of Gulf shrimp. You know how like now they'll say, hey, it's fresh Gulf shrimp, fresh shrimp. If you're in Gulfport, Mississippi, which literally is on the coastline, you can go into restaurants and look at the ocean there. A new genetic test actually is revealing that a lot of the southern restaurants say that they have Gulf shrimp, and they're importing it in. So much so in Mississippi on the Gulf Coast, they went by 44 different restaurants. Only 8 of them had real Gulf shrimp. Now keep in mind, as I said, you know Mississippi. You familiar with Mississippi?
Yeah, sure.
It's the state. All right, it's right by the water.
Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia.
Yes. I just found this out like
Louisiana is
last
just to the
Thursday.
left
It was
of it.
interesting.
Yeah, okay.
Right out there is the Gulf of Mexico where shrimp live. They are bringing it in from other places in the country because it's cheaper that way. They went to Savannah, Georgia. They were just as guilty. That's right there on the Atlantic. 77% of the restaurants not actually giving local shrimp to them. The deception is actually hurting a lot of the local shrimpers. Right now, imported shrimp about 90% of the market. They tell you how bad that is.
Which is why the tariffs are so important to the shrimping
Hey, a good
industry,
point, yeah.
because they're saying the reason why you're not buying our shrimp is
great point.
because of X, Y, and Z outside of the U.S. So I think this will make a huge difference. And a number of these shrimp boat operators here in the U.S. have praised this as an opportunity to keep their businesses alive.
And they need to.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
especially when you're saying, hey, this is Gulf shrimp. Which you're like, hey, you're there. When in Rome, you eat like Romans do, and that sort of thing. So you're gonna eat, and what you're eating is not. And oysters might be a whole other thing.
Maybe we need to talk to Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, yeah, he would know, wouldn't he?
Shrimp boat.
So anyway,
Shrimp on a
ask
Barbie.
if you're along those areas. I say it's Gulf shrimp. Say, is it really Gulf shrimp? And because it's probably imported, and that is a very good point.
Yeah.
LeBron James getting his own Barbie doll. It's called the James doll, which we have one right here.
We do.
He wears men's shoes.
I love
that I'm
our
trying to
James
change.
doll.
He sports a jacket, sneakers, headphones, and a watch, all to complete his look inside of the box. The doll's jacket will also feature patches that represent LeBron's many achievements throughout his career. Unlike Barbie, who has little Skipper, he'll have his son as a little tiny
Bronny.
Barbie. That's a Bronny. That's
No,
Not included. You gotta
Not
grab that
included.
later.
Oh, my
Ronnie
bad.
not included.
We'll still call him Skipper, though. Mattel, the parent company of Barbie, is going to donate a copy of the children's book. It's called I Am More Than for every doll sold. Donation's going to help to the LeBron James Family Foundation. That's also part of the deal. So there's some good stuff that's behind it as well. I can just see kids just rushing, boys of all ages, to get their LeBron doll.
Yeah.
It should have been called Action Figure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
That's
That's
a
true.
good point.
You can't
I'm
say
with you on that
LeBron
one.
doll and expect boy, but you know, I
LeBron
guess girls
action
can play with
figure.
it as well.
Well, I mean, you know, Barbie might want to date LeBron, so
That's true.
why not?
That would make.
I'm not buying it, man. If it's LeBron, you know, you get to play with him half the time because the other time he wants to sit out because he doesn't feel like it that day.
He's
You know what they
old.
need?
He's old.
They need to have, you know, kind of like how.
Like a young LeBron and an old LeBron?
That would be cool. But what they need is, you know, like they have a lot of like G.I. Joe had an action thing where his arm would go like this,
yes.
where they press the back of it and he has that baby powder and it does that.
Yes.
Wouldn't that look cool?
Yes, that would be
Or
cool.
it just goes sits out the fourth
Or
quarter.
sits out the fourth quarter and,
Yes.
and
It is what it is.
Go ups to Stephen Smith and
I'm
give him a
mad
hug.
that his pants are really tight and short.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
We're all saying this because I don't have a doll.
No.
That's the reason why.
Or
I
worth
think it looks good.
It's kind of cool to do.
Yeah.
that.
All right, stay with us. Daily Flash continues right after this. Get it, boys.